Okay, so I am recording this video today because I have had a rash for 7 months. Started in May of 2014 and it is December 28th and I still have the rash. Now, a lot of people, when they find out that I've had the rash this long, they ask, well, why haven't you been to a doctor? Well, I have. I've been to countless doctors. I have been to my personal care physician. I have been to emergency rooms. I have been to specialists. I've been back to ERs. It pretty much went my doctor, ER, specialist. Back to my doctor, back to the ER, back to a specialist. I've been told that I have lupus. I've been told that I have some type of cancer. I've been told I have Lyme disease. I've been told it is a viral infection. I've been told that you are allergic to something. When I went to the allergy specialist, they said, you're allergic to nothing. We just pricked you 180 times for no reason. But I have been put on countless medications, from antibiotics, prednisone, antihistamines, steroid shots. I've had biopsies done and it came back inconclusive. I went out of town in March of this year. And where I am from, I went back home, but which is not the state that I'm in now. So I went back home. It's a very wooded area, and I did get bitten by a tick. I came home after 17 days. I came home, took like a 2-week vacation. I came home, and the rash started in May of 2014. So at first it started along the stomach area, around the belly button, and it kind of migrated from the stomach area around to the back, and it stayed there for about a month. And then I noticed that it was spreading upward, and it was going on my breast, chest, neck. And that's when I said, okay, it's getting to where I can't cover it anymore, so I'm gonna go to the doctor. So I went to my doctor, and she looks at my skin and she says, well, you're allergic to something. These are hives. You're allergic to something. And at the time, we didn't know what I was allergic to, because an hive can say you're allergic to something, but it's hard to find out what that allergy is, right off the bat. So they try to go through and find out if you've tried anything new. Well, at the time I was working for a company that made waxed hands. And if you don't know what that is, pretty much what happens is there is a vat of melted wax, just looks like water. Stick your hand in it, you bring your hand out, you pull it off, and you have a waxed hand. Pretty simple. And so she said, well, maybe you're allergic to that, because the rash was spreading to my hand and arm when I went to see her that day. So I got relocated, doing a different job, and the rash never went away. So a couple months later, I noticed that the rash wasn't coming up anymore. It was starting to spread down along with what had migrated up. So I was covered in this rash. And it's various sizes. It can go from the size of my thumbnail to, something that big. And this size is usually found on the backs of my leg, or around my buttock area. So I went back to the doctor, and they decided to do ANAs, checking for lupus. They did CBCs, checking for all kinds of cancer. And then we waited. About 3 days later, 3 to 5 days later, I got the results back, and everything came back fine. So they gave me a shot of steroids and put me on antihistamines, and said come back in 2 weeks if the rash persists. Well, the rash persisted, so I went back. This time they decided to do a biopsy, and they shaved the skin down to test it, and it came back inconclusive. They said inconclusive, meaning it's a drug reaction, or it was an allergic reaction to something along you know, that I come in contact with on a daily basis. So I was put on prednisone. And for those who don't know what prednisone is, it is a terrible, terrible drug to be on. It doesn't really make you sleepy. It'll make you kind of sluggish at first. But it made me gain weight. As you can see in my face, I have gained some weight. And it did give me a little bit of acne, but I'm cool with acne because I'm covered in a rash. But I did that for about 14 days. I took the antihistamine along with Zyrtec because Zyrtec is the best for itching. And it worked. For about 14 days, I was completely fine. After the 14 days and the 24 hours after my last dosage of prednisone, the rash came back full force. And it didn't come back in a couple spots. It came back head to toe. So, literally head to toe. I have it in my scalp, my face, my neck, my ears, my back, chest, breast, stomach, legs, thighs, feet, on the bottom of my feet, in between my toes, hands, arms, legs, you name it, it's there. It has been everywhere on my body except my genitalia. To control the itch, I take antihistamine on a daily basis. I take, 180 milligrams of Allegra. I take that. I take 10 milligrams about 6 hours after I take the Allegra. I take 10 milligrams of Zyrtec, and I have acid reflux, so I take a Ranitidine. I take that once a day. It's 300 milligrams. So I take the Ranitidine because it's also an H2 blocker, and it does help. But that just controls the itch. The rash never goes away. It's constantly on my body. So I've been doing that since maybe September. I'm going to say September at the latest this is what I've been doing allergy wise. I've just been taking allergy tablets. No other medication. And then about a month ago, today's the 28th of December. So about a month ago, I went to the ER to see what they would say, if there would be something new or a new test they would try to find out what it was. And I was diagnosed with Lyme disease. And that's pretty scary. So it would make sense because I got bit by the tick. And I had a lot of fatigue, a lot of headaches. So they put me on doxycycline, which is an antibiotic. I was on it for 14 days. You're supposed to be on it for, I think, 30 days. But they put it on. I got put on that for 14 days just to see kind of how it would do. I don't know what they were thinking, but they put me on it. And they also put me back on prednisone. Prednisone is a terrible drug, I'm just saying. But nothing has changed. I still don't have energy. I still have the rash. So I'm going to let you guys know a few of my symptoms that I have, because I am reaching out to any of you who watch this video who have been in this same position. The itching has gotten to the point to where it's just aggravating, and I'm about to the end of this road. I'm gonna crash and burn soon. It started out with just the rash, like I said, and then chest pain came in about 2 months after the rash, made its entrance. But I've had chest pain probably 5 out of 7 months, and it's on the right side, and it'll hurt almost like a cramp. So it's like a balled up, crampy feeling, and it will last probably 15-20 minutes. The longest I had it last was about 45 minutes one night. It actually woke me up. I went to the doctor and they said, oh, it's probably your gallbladder. So that's it. They didn't do any tests to find out if it was my gallbladder, but that's because I had eaten, and when you eat, it's hard to see that gallbladder through an ultrasound. But anyway, I have the chest pain on the right side. It's not a constant thing, it's not an everyday thing, but it does happen at least once or twice every week. I'm very tired, very fatigued. I have absolutely no energy. I'm really sluggish. I do get migraines and headaches a lot more than I usually do because I do wear my hair up when I have nothing to do. This is up, so, and it's tight because it's short. And I have the rash. I'm going to show you guys what the rash looks like. It's pretty bad, if you can see it here. Now all of this here is the rash. All these little speckles that you see on my leg, that's the rash. It's pretty bad. You can see it pretty good there. And it's like this all over my body. I mean, it's terrible. And I'm sorry that this isn't a better quality, but you can see it, and there's no mistake. Now you can see how my leg looks kind of lumpy. That is the rash. See? Rash, 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 rash. All that are my spots. And they are very itchy. And it's very aggravating. So, if anybody out there has had this or is a doctor, please let me know what I can do. If you have been in the same situation that I am in, I would appreciate any advice, anything to help calm the skin, to get rid of the rash. You would be my best friend. We would be pen pals or something, text pals, I don't know. But I'm pretty over this 7 months of it, almost 8 months now. If you have any questions, just comment and I will answer questions. If you have home remedies, medications, any idea that could help, I will try anything that is safe. If you are a doctor, please help me. Please help me. I've been to doctors. Nobody in the state of Tennessee can help me with anything. I've been put on so many medications, and I'm not the type of person that takes medications. All in all, I'm healthy. I don't have any issues. I've never had surgeries. I don't know what it is. So if you guys can help me, please do so. If there's any doctors out there who watch this, please help me. I want to thank you guys for watching. Like the video, which I don't know why you would, because it's about a rash. But anyway, if I can help you in any way, just let me know. If you can help me in any way, please do so. I want to thank you guys again for watching. Bye.